She woke up to a cool breeze. It was too cold to sleep with the window open this time of year, but she remembers her mum closing the window just before drifting off to bed. The wind blew the delicate curtains to and from the window frame. Rubbing her eyes, she stands and wobbling around as the sleep slowly escapes her body. Her room, her safe place, was cold and dark. It was way past her bedtime. She looked to the door and the landing light was off. Mummy and Daddy must be in bed, she thought, slowly navigating the creaking floors. Each step of her soft rabbit shoes on the floor caused the floorboards to screech with agony as she slowly moved to the window. Outside, she could see the woods. The woods were dark, and rows of trees roamed endlessly through the deepest night. No lights were ever seen there. But not tonight. There was a light, spitting and moving left and right again and again, with embers rising to the cloudy heavens. The girl peered through the window. "Looks fun, doesn't it?" said an unfamiliar voice. She spun around like a top, searching for the voice. On her bed sat a boy wearing a white rabbit mask. She moved with fear and confusion, with her steps knocking over some toys. "Shh," he said. "We wouldn't want to wake up Mummy and Daddy now. It would spoil our fun." He skipped with a flair of the theatrics to the window, somehow missing every creaky floorboard, as if he'd paid them to keep quiet. "The light! The light!" he said in a joyful mood. "It's so fun there. We eat and play and we dance round the fire. It's only for us." With his arms pointed to the woods. "All the kids in your school are there, now eating food that will fill your belly twice over, and music that will make you dance forever. The fire's so warm for such a cold night. Oh please, won't you come play with me?" The girl, confused and somewhat interested in this most tempting offer, but she shook her head and said no. The boy's shoulders drooped. He bowed his head and waved goodbye and climbed out the window. The next night the same thing happened again. The boy appeared and asked again if she wanted to go to the forest. "There's even more of us now," he said, pointing to the fire. "Everyone is there. You're the only one who's not. I don't know. I don't want you to be left out of this amazing time we're having. We have a huge cake, the size of the school, an elephant doing circus tricks. Oh, you must see them. Oh, please, won't you come play with me?" The girl in her bed looked at him with wonder in her eyes of what magical things she would see. But she simply shook her head no. The boy waved goodbye and left. As the girl sat on her bed, she was annoyed at him for coming, so tomorrow she was going to tell him to leave her alone and that she did not want to play with him. The girl awoke to a room warm and cozy as she snuggled her teddy. She walked to the window to find the light, but all there was the darkness she knew and remembered. She smiled as the boy had finally let her alone. She walked to the bed and got to sleep. As soon as the hands of sleep were about to hug her, she heard a creak on the floorboards and toys being moved around. She looked over her shoulder and saw the white rabbit mask on the floor. She looks around for the boy but sees nothing. She slowly pulls off her duvet and put both her feet on the floor. Two hands, long and thin, grab her. She screams and jumps back on the bed. A figure crawls out under the bed, its arms long and undefined, its legs snapping backwards to inhuman forms, and its face, the white rabbit mask, crawls onto the bed. The girl screams, but nothing comes out. As if so, the air around is not letting her do so. The rabbit mask moves towards her, and in a soft, ominous tone, the monster says, Since you don't want to come play with me, I've come to play with you instead.